More for your money.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Well, what have we here?
It's a podcast.
Fine.
And what excitement we have today.
It's The Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara and Robb Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday get-together. And, we're just on the cusp of the hardest, as a broadcaster, the hardest month to pronounce, in my humble opinion, February. Always.
Do you ever throw the R in there? Do you ever throw that first R in there, February?
Probably. During all the times that I've said it, I probably have done that once or twice, but February is the way I usually
Luckily, it's a short month, so you don't have to say it as much as, say, January, which has 31 days.
So we decided that, it's the month of love. And there's the big day. That's really the only outside of, I don't consider the Super Bowl a holiday until they give us the day off.
Right.
But then again, day is day. We could do it ourselves if we wanted to. Yeah. What's that? Or a good game. Absolutely.
Or a good game.
Yeah. But we know that our listenership is full of love, and that's why we have decided to do something special for all of you. And, without further ado, roll the tape for our February event, Josh. To all the dear listeners and viewers worldwide,
we know that you've always been by our side.
But now there is something that's just really fine.
A contest for you to be our Valentine.
So tell us how much you love the big show.
And send it along in a nice video.
We'll collect them and play them on TMOS.
All entries can win in our little love fest.
February 13th is the day you can win.
When we build a big wheel and we give it a spin.
The big winner collects a nice show prize pack.
And a brand new I Love TMOS hat.
So start your recording and send it right in.
Who knows? It might just be you that will win.
Tell us how much you love TMOS.
And share it online with all of the rest.
All entries are welcome, whether funny or sappy.
And remember our number one rule, don't get happy. Hey, you tweaked it. You tweaked it, Josh. That's awesome.
I tweaked it? What did I do?
Yeah, well, I did. You showed me a version that didn't have that three of us doing that, which I thought was awesome.
The three-shot is the killer.
No,
that was cool. I love that.
That was on the version you had as well.
Oh, maybe I didn't get through to the end of it.
You got bored.
That's probably I got bored.
Wow, talk about a short attention span.
Well, I wrote it, so you know what I mean. I knew what the end was, and the only one mistake, and that was the second stanza. We know that you've always been there by our side. So the meter was right, Is it too much to ask, when I write these things? Is it really too much to ask to get it right?
Is it true that you watched the promo yesterday just until the mistake and then you shut it down?
Pretty
angrily?
much.
Yeah,
my depression again that, I got Josh who drops the consonants who does that. But anyway, to make it clear, Mr. Soroka, this is a chance for everybody to drop a video on us. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, send a video about why they love TMOS.
And
or
we will
a
spin the wheel
on TMOS.
So when you do that, it doesn't matter whether it's good. You're not going to be judged. It's going to be just thrown out there. And we want you to share it on social media, too, to promote the show. Right. And then we that fabulous artificial wheel that we spin will be great. And I got the hat right here. Let me show you.
Now, I was thinking about the hat, Mike. It is a brand new hat, but you see, this is what I was going to ask.
Nope.
Now it's like a game-worn jersey. This is a show-worn hat.
No, I actually might keep that one and give this one away.
I thought they were one of a kind. Oh, this is great. So you could, you and
these
Mike
are two.
only.
These are two hats. Yeah.
It is now two of a kind.
Two of a kind.
Yeah,
but
it's one of a kind that's going out, huh?
Would you wear them both so it is technically
I'm going to keep.
show-worn?
I'm going to keep one pristine. That's it. And we might give away another one. So
you never can tell.
That's it.
Yeah.
And by the way, there's the sticker and all.
I'm sure that'll go over well over at the golf course.
Sure. Yeah, I'll get right on that. All right. No, I'm going to hold this one to the side. You never know when we might need one to give away.
That's would love to see you show up in the golf course in that. Hey, where did you get that hat?
Hey, listen, I got something for you here.
Yeah.
I realized this yesterday, and I feel just so wrecked with guilt that we never mentioned a big birthday on our show.
It's too late. It's past.
I know it's past, but we have to mention it now because I'm never going to be it's only me. No one's ever going to help me about you, because I don't have anybody to do that. I really don't.
This will be good because I've got a question.
All right.
Good. Old.
So the birthday, Rob, did you know it was Josh's birthday?
Yeah, I texted him.
Okay. I didn't know until yesterday when I saw it. I didn't realize.
No,
that.
we talked about it last week.
Yeah, we did.
Well, I forgot. After we talked about it.
Did you forget after you watched the video?
Well, you could have brought it up on the show. You have carte blanche to bring it up on the show. You
But
could have said
we had already
something.
talked about it.
But it wasn't the day. We didn't,
Well, it fell on a Sunday, so I mean, we really couldn't do it on the
So
day.
you could have brought it up on, Monday's show, right?
Well, I
then
believe
it's
when we
rearview mirror, huh?
and when we talked about it last week, it was Mike was going to make a big deal about it on Monday,
And I forgot.
which is what I expected. So I just let it be.
But once again, there are two men that work with you, and one did nothing, and the other did nothing.
Well,
I'm not throwing myself under the bus for this one. I'm not. I can't because there's no. Rob would rather have me twist right now.
No, would you like from now on? Would you like a reminder?
No, I don't. Don't ask me what I like. You call it what
Well, I've never reminded you about people's birthdays in the past. It's easy for me to do.
I know you haven't. I know because you like these moments, right?
No,
you like these moments where I'm twisting in the wind.
No, I don't like these moments. And then don't you refer to me as like your friend. I'm not trying. I assume.
Well, look, I know that now you are Josh's pilot fish and no longer my pilot fish.
Well, what does that
I understand
even mean?
that. But the fact is, yes, that is mean. Because you know what? If I really said all that, who would be the normal one that would remind me of that? Josh, he can't do that for his own birthday.
No, I'm not
true.
going to speak
That's
up
true.
for myself.
And Carla, she's off washing faces, so she's
but
busy.
it was,
so who do I
all
have?
over Facebook.
Who do I have? Hold on a second. Who do I have to say maybe a gentle reminder? Like throw me out a gentle reminder of,
It would be me.
hey, we said we were going to do something, and it wouldn't be Josh. That would be horribly self-serving. I don't even remember what I said from 5 minutes ago, much less the Friday before the show or the whatever it happened. So I felt horrible when I saw all the birthday greetings. Don't you have like an algorithm where you're alerted to people's birthdays?
There
or
is
something
there
like
is
that?
something
called
on your Facebook. There is a birthday tab, and you just
but
click
you
it.
get an automatic greeting
No.
that goes out, don't you?
No.
But you're alerted to it, right?
No. Every
You
morning.
don't, Rob. You're lying. You
No,
actually
no.
you send people greetings on Facebook.
Mike,
Everybody
would you
in our
stop?
listening
Take
audience.
Take a minute and listen to what I'm saying. Every day, I click the birthday tab. There's no reminder for me to do that. I just do it.
Yes. So the birthday tab is clicked, and
Right.
then it shows you everybody's birthday. I have
Exactly.
never done that in my life. I have never, ever, and I haven't done that. I have
should do
never,
this.
ever done. Why should I? I don't give everybody a birthday
You don't
greeting.
have to give everybody a birthday, and there's nothing automatic.
So
All
you
it does
remember
is-
that I said we were going to do something special on Monday for Josh's birthday.
you said you were going to do
So
impressions.
you remember that, though. That's the point.
Yeah, but I thought we'd
And
moved
you
on.
chose not to say anything.
Mike, sometimes it's easier to not say anything and move forward with the momentum.
You shut
of
up,
the show.
Sroka. I'm talking to Rob Spiewak right now. So wouldn't it have been nice to, just make a mention of it? And I forgot. I
think if you look back on Monday's show, you're going to see it was a great show that really wouldn't have benefited from that. I think it was a perfect
I'm here
show.
to tell
It was a very
Mr.
full
Josh.
show.
I'm here to tell Josh. Josh, it's on me. Ultimately, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't. What birthday was it? And I would have loved to have this discussion on Monday's show. I would have really loved it, but it would have been really fine.
It is. I am 45.
45. He's
God,
a
that's
baby.
young.
Now I was talking to my brother yesterday.
Yes, the smart one.
Right. He is 40. He went to his doctor's yesterday,
Yes.
and all concerned about things changing once he hits 40.
Right.
And the doctor assured him, but the doctor said once you hit 45, you have to go for visits every 6 months.
Yeah,
Have you
that's
ever heard
twice
of
a
that?
year. I've done.
Is that real? I know you go
know,
every 3 weeks, but
Well, I'm 65.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
It doesn't
65.
it's not like every 5 years you add another one per year.
Why do I think? Hold on a second. I think I have one real physical a year. All of my other visits are specialty cases. You know,
Yeah.
His doctor told him every 6 months, which I thought sounded odd.
Well, that doctor needs business.
Now, my thing is,
I don't think I do twice a year.
No, I do once a year.
I don't do twice a year. I get a physical every year.
I have a note to call my doctor today
So
because it's been 3 or 4 years.
well, 100%.
Yeah.
But my doctor said 3 or 4 years ago that I was in perfect condition, so I don't want to ruin that.
Well, you
I
know
want
what?
to just
I
say-
understand, but
Josh-
don't let fear dictate
No.
ignoring your health.
No, I am.
because-
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna
Yeah.
call them today.
You know, Josh, before I flipped my car, it was in perfect condition. Just so you know, it can
Yes.
turn on a dime like that.
Now I don't want to get dark about this.
Oh, do.
Well, do you have a family history of anything? Because that's kind of the more visits I have, the more I realize
That's what
kind of-
our discussion went into, where
Right.
we realized that we all say that we both just check no on all the doctor's papers because we have no idea.
you don't.
So you don't like have any family
no.
heritage of anything?
I mean,
like the big
disease?
casino, heart
Yeah.
disease,
No.
diabetes.
no, none of that.
Well, that's
Stigmata?
None of that. As far
Stigmata,
as the two of us
where
know.
suddenly holes open up in your hands and you have no clue. A family member just woke up one morning and said, "Look, my hands."
That
Look
hasn't
at my
happened
hands.
since his grandfather. So it's not like
Look, I've had the opportunity to say to many cast members on this show over the years, "Don't you go dying on me," and then two of them actually tried. So Buzz almost died,
Yep.
and then Buzz came back from his near-death experience and decided that what was the word he used? He feels cocky. Isn't that what he said?
Yeah, it was really
Like he beat
weird.
death.
It was very strange.
It was
very
like
strange.
3 weeks after he was literally in intensive care with his arms strapped down.
We were crying in a hospital room.
Yeah.
I remember going in there and getting emotional because he was sitting. Remember the tongue
Yeah.
with the tube down his throat?
I was there for like 2 hours and he couldn't get through one news story.
And he came out of that cocky.
That's what he said.
He said it on the show. I said,
Yeah.
"How do you feel now that you've been through all that?" "I feel cocky." And then shortly after that, he left. I think he probably. It was it was interesting. It
Things
was,
like that put things into perspective. He felt
Yes,
cocky.
he's like, I'm not
and he
going
wanted-
to spend my last years with him.
Right. He wanted his name on the show title.
Yeah, he did.
And you offered that.
yes, Mike and Buzz.
Buzz and Mike.
Still wanted to leave. Buzz and Mike, yeah, alphabetical. So 45. I
Yes.
guess because
Where were you
never
at age
mentioned
45, Mike?
Oh, right now
I'm
I'd be
trying to
talking
think,
like
so-
that.
No,
I'd
no.
be talking like no. I was through that period of my life.
So you were born 1959, so 21. This would have been 2013 that you were 45. Is that right?
No, because 2013 is when my son was born.
Okay, so hold on. I don't know why I can't do this in my head.
Yeah.
43.
I would have been 50
I'm sorry.
something. 50
I'm sorry.
something.
31 and 14. 2014 is when it was.
What? No, that doesn't make sense either.
No.
You're
Does it?
still doing the math wrong. 2014.
I was born in 1959, so in 2000,
I got that part right.
In 2013,
2003,
when my son was
I think.
born, 2003.
Okay.
I would have been 54, 55 when my son was born.
Okay, so you're-
that means that 45 I would have been 03-ish.
So just around the turn of the century, you were the same age as Mike. Same age as Josh. Where were you in your life at that point?
You made it past Y2K.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
You were in the middle of Wife 2K.
I was dating Carla. We had not. I don't think we got married yet. And Carla and I have been together over 20 years. So we've been together a very,
You
very
didn't
long
get
time.
married until like very
5,
much
6
towards the
years
end of the
into
show,
our-
right? Yeah.
Yeah. And then I made in the living room. I made the announcement that Carla was pregnant with Michael. So that was a while ago. But at 45, it's you're still bouncing around. You can still do stuff. My body was failing at 45. I was a hell of a lot fatter than I am right now. So your cruise, I was going to get to this. Your cruise and the
Yes.
whole thing, was that your birthday-tacular that you did going on your Margaritaville cruise because your wife wanted to do something nice for you?
Well, it was a change of last-minute plans as we were going to the Outer Banks for the week this
To
week.
see the family for your birthday?
No, just to get time alone and away, and then it snowed out that trip.
And did
So this was an
you?
alternative.
So when you beat feet,
Yep.
I know you've got the two households. You've got a modern family, like I have
So
a modern family.
We have
what do you
kids
do
in
to
our house every other week?
You have kids every. Oh, so you are. So every other week you can kind of do what you want, right?
Yeah, that's why we travel.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because we both work from home or work from anywhere.
That's cool, though. That's cool
That is neat.
to have that option. Was the birthday commemorated on the fabulous Margaritaville cruise?
No.
Was there any
Nothing
singing in
particular.
your honor at the
There was
Margaritaville cruise?
There was no singing in my honor. There
In
was
your
no,
home or
there
on
was
the
no
cruise?
acknowledgement to other people besides my wife and I.
And so there was no. Was there no cake at all? A birthday cake?
I have not had a cake.
Did she give you a gift?
Yes, it is coming.
It is coming. Can you share what the gift is? Is it something that involves the prostate?
Stop it.
It does not.
Okay.
It does not.
What would you like? The greatest sound in the world. The greatest sound in the world. Right there. Do you want to share what the gift is since you already know it?
The gift, well, I believe the gift will be, we went to Costco to pick it up yesterday.
Oh, you teased me about this yesterday.
And it was not in stock anymore because Costco likes to rotate things through.
Yeah,
So
I
now
hate it
I
when
have to
they
do a little
change
research.
locations on specialty stuff. Can
It
a
is.
throwaway? I was going to put it on the show prep today. Real quick throwaway then.
Yeah.
They have in my Costco. I'm such an old man.
Yes.
They have now. They used to have the milk and eggs staple. You know, sometimes you can make a separate trip to the Costco because they got the bulk eggs, they got the bulk milk, they got all that.
Mike,
I
it's
get
all in
almond
the
milk.
refrigerated section. It's great. It's right there.
Pardon me?
It's all in that refrigerated cooler. It's right there. It's great.
Yeah, but they used to have them in the regular walk-by coolers with the clear glass.
They move 'em around.
and they moved it into its own specialty freezorium.
Yeah.
that was really I don't even like being in there for 1 minute. I really don't like the cold. I am a Floridian
I
right now.
hang out in there. I
bet
get a
you
folding
do.
chair, and
I
it's
bet
great.
you love every minute of it.
But
yeah.
you go in there in a hoodie and everything. I have
Right.
the same problem as Mike. I go in shorts and a T-shirt.
Yeah, it's not cool,
And it's
right? Does it
gra-
bug you? It's so
Oh.
beautifully cold in there. It really
Yeah,
is.
they've got the two freezers, one for vegetables and fruit and one
Yes.
for milk and eggs. And you just run in there, grab what you want, and get out.
It's like, I stand outside the way they have it laid out now, and I go, and I run in and grab the eggs.
You are. That is really lightweight. It's a
No,
room
it's
that's
not.
38
We're dressed.
degrees.
We're not dressed. You're probably wearing a coat.
I go in the full
you know,
summertime, Mike, and it's a refreshing break. You go in there, and it's.
I
nice.
have less insulation than I used to,
Rob,
so it's
it's-
bothering me.
Yeah, exactly. They should have those big, heavy jackets, like when you go visit, like ice.
It really bugs me.
things.
I can't believe you're sharing this with me. That's great. Now I feel young again. This is awesome.
So you're going in there and you're getting your milk, your eggs, and you know what? Sometimes international coffee creamer is in there.
Probably. But getting back to
Yes.
your gift. So
Please.
it wasn't at Costco. Is it video in nature?
Video.
Yeah. Does it have? Is it a piece of?
Oh, it is. No, it's
electronics.
it's not an electronic.
Okay, is it a piece of furniture?
Kind of. It is
Kind of.
inflatable.
Inflatable sex chair.
Inflatable. Is it an air mattress?
It is one of those smaller hot tubs, the more affordable inflatable hot tubs
Oh, an inflatable hot
to put out on our lanai.
And that's awesome.
Because-
An
That's very
inflatable
cool,
hot tub.
because
I love that.
As I get old, I am sore all the time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's my.
I get
that's
it.
my
I get it.
answer.
It's a spectacular thing to. I think there's nothing better when you have been exercising, especially in the cold, when it's chilly out, to hop in that kind of
Right.
hydrotherapy.
And
I'm all
I've been
in.
eyeing this thing at Costco for a good 6 months, and
How
went
big is
yesterday
it
to get
if
it,
you-
and it was gone.
About how big is it?
71 inches.
So it's not huge, but it's not small
No,
either.
it says it's a 4-person.
Oh, that's cool. So you
So-
can, have the little ones in there too.
I'll be
That's very,
right
very
over.
cool. So do you just pop? You blow it up.
You blow
put
it
it out
up,
on the patio, and then fill it up
plug
with a
in.
hose.
Yeah, and plug it in.
That's
And
awesome.
it says it gets up to like 104 degrees or something.
That's cool.
Man, that's what you should have in the milk freezer.
My wife. She likes the temperature to be like over 100. I don't. I like it to be about 98. 98
when we
is
hot
perfect
tubbed
for me.
together, it was perfect, I believe.
Yeah, I think that Carla likes
I
it.
I
real
like it as
steamy.
hot as possible.
Okay, then come on down here and hop in ours. It'll be spectacular. So outside, well, that's a great birthday.
That is a
gift.
good gift. It is.
That is a spectacular birthday gift. And
No, I think it's great.
and the cruise, and now, were you contacted by multiple listeners celebrating the year of your birth?
I think I got more Facebook comments than ever.
That's cool.
For my birthday.
That's good.
And I made a mistake on Facebook.
Okay.
Because when I opened up Facebook the day after, it said, click here to thank everyone. So I did without knowing. It like sent everyone messages.
Oh, like a
So-
predetermined thank you? Yeah.
No,
By the
no,
way,
no.
the most
I wrote
self-serving.
it out, but
Yeah.
it sent it as like private messages to everyone.
Oh,
So then I
okay.
get responses of like 100 people giving me thumbs up.
That's
Well,
bad.
welcome to being a
So-
star, Josh. Welcome to being a star. I will
Here's
say
to
this.
showbiz.
Yes. And
The
no one on that cruise knew me.
do you find, as I do, that when someone sends out puts on their feed a message that says, "I'd really like to thank all the people that sent me birthday greetings," that they are technically fishing for more birthday greetings when they do that?
Sure. I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
I think so.
I
that's the
agree.
way it goes. Yeah,
That's not what I meant, though.
I know you. I know.
But,
I know you're not that kind of
And
guy.
you know, I
get
should
it.
also. Now's a good time to thank Dirk as well, who sent me a physical birthday card.
Oh, that's wonderful. Did he any?
Yeah, there was a little something in there.
Yeah, there
That's
you go.
nice.
Cash or a gift certificate?
A check.
A check. That's all. Dirk, you rock.
Did it
Thank you,
clear?
Dirk.
Yes. I haven't tried it yet.
Did it clear? That's
Happy
all. Well, that's
birthday.
wonderful.
I found out
That's
your
wonderful.
address. I
That's
did
great.
some internet research and found
See,
out your address.
now you have reached out and you have touched the generosity of our listeners, and you are now part of the fam. How does
Yeah.
it feel? It's got to
It's-
feel pretty special.
It's great.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I bet you never got a birthday card with a check in it from any other show you were associated with, right? Come on, I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not. This is no.
I have-
I am. Yes.
I've gotten a Christmas card with a check inside it from another show.
Okay, that's good.
But,
Then that counts. That counts to me. That's wonderful.
I think that might have been fishing for something.
You know, it's funny when Josh is uncomfortable with a subject, he completely and totally shuts
I'm
down.
trying to see
Yes.
where you're going with this.
No, I just was curious. I just, I'm kind of like, I look at a Dirk as one of our kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm proud of him for propping everybody up. He does a great job with it. You know?
Yeah, it was a great surprise.
And
That's
also, Mike, I have a birthday greeting for Josh from Costco because I know he loves Costco as I do. So, Josh, happy
Please
birthday.
share that.
Coming in, everybody say, yummy, yummy. So you let it gonna take you up.
Back in the day,
Number 94, 95.
Rob used to hang out and record.
Her name was Sunny.
Sunny, this lady that was giving out free samples, and she was spectacular.
You know,
she really was.
It was
Rob
consistent.
Rob and I have been talking about doing a TMOS extra about
Yes.
Costco.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
And
wow.
and Rob, when I was walking through Costco yesterday,
I might have to be a part of that one. I might
right.
have to be a part of it. Yeah, I'd like to be in on that one. I
All
really
right.
would. As much as you know, I think I visited enough. I visited it yesterday. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, I'm a couple.
And that's
of
what
times
you
a
like
week.
to call it, not shopping, but
And-
visiting.
and
Visit.
I visited Costco.
Right. As I was grabbing my hot dog on the way out,
Yes.
Sorry, Josh.
as I was grabbing my hot dog on the way out, I did have the thought of, could we record that TMOS extra while walking through our Costco's
Oh, you mean like we
and
would
sharing some of our
StreamYard
favorite
together?
things at Costco? Yes.
Oh, that would be funny.
So the way you did our promo is the same way, right? We could do that.
Right.
I would like to get.
But I mean, where we're interacting with each other and sharing our favorite things.
So it would be like a live
Like
recording,
this.
but we'd just be using our phones.
Right.
Could that be done? Do you think?
I
worth
think
a try.
as long as we all have good enough self-service in our Costco, it would be similar to when you were down in Mexico.
That's cool. I think
So-
that
I wonder
might be
because they block cell phones or they do something in my Target where you can't text in Target. They just don't go through. I don't know if it's a jammer or if they build the building of copper or what.
And
they've
doesn't
done.
the cost company have a metal roof? I think I've had multiple conversations.
Sure.
with this,
Yeah.
because
I know
people
my
are
phone
always going,
works
"What do
at
I get?
Costco.
What do I get?" They do it like that. I
And
think
I
that'd
don't-
be fine.
Honey,
That's a
we're
bad
out of
move
hot
by-
tubs.
That's a bad move by Target to block the phone, because don't you have to call your wife and say, like, is this the one you want?
Exactly.
what you want?
Exactly.
Exactly. That's the way. Well, from the bottom of my heart, because I was gonna send a message out 2 days ago, and I didn't do that. I waited because then I was going to send one out yesterday, and I waited again, and now I said
3 days
I'm not
ago
going
would
to.
have been perfect.
3 days ago would have been your birthday itself,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Well, Monday, no, 4 days ago.
All right, 4 days ago.
Well, I mean,
What?
just if we want to get the details right.
I don't know. I look at the calendar, it's the 29th. My birthday's 26th. I came up with 3.
All right. Happy birthday, and many more.
Happy returns.
Many happy returns. Yeah, but it was in my head a couple of days ago. Just know that it was it was in my head the day that a belated greeting would have been appropriate. But after 1 day, I don't think the belated greeting is appropriate. I think after 2 days, the belated greeting is ridiculous. After 3 days, you can put it on the show, and it's perfectly
blame Robb.
acceptable. And blame Robb. That's it. Absolutely. Thank you for mentioning that.
While
Yes.
we review the rules, is it birthday season now? Because birthday season doesn't traditionally start till March.
No, because you and Oscar had birthdays in March.
March birthdays, yes.
And so that's when we did that. And we could do it 2 ways. We could either officially start it now when Josh has his January birthday, or we could continue it to March when you have yours, or we really should have the official birthday season when it's June 9th, the birthday
Mike,
of my daughter.
That is not what you were thinking.
What? What was
you
I
were thinking of your birthday in June.
Well, no, yeah, if you really wanted it, birthday season begins and ends on June 22nd. But I'm like Bill Maher. I'm less inclined to make a big deal.
I think you're incorrect. I think that birthday season starts on March 8th, and then it continues to your birthday like Advent. And it builds up, and it builds up, and it builds up, and then it's your birthday.
On
and
Christmas.
That's the greatest on Christmas Day.
That's it.
And then it's over.
Then it's over. So happy birthday.
Happy
And
birthday, Josh.
Did your kids
Thank you.
get you anything good?
My kids sent a text message. I believe
cool.
I heard from all. Well,
That,
I believe I heard
have
from all of them on my
I have a
birthday.
daughter.
So I will
that
take that.
I have a daughter that will be 30 in June, and I have and I, I might
No,
gently.
totally.
Do you think it's appropriate to maybe nudge her and say, "Okay, you're 30 now. It would be nice to maybe get something."
No, that's a
occasionally."
text that comes from your wife. Like
Okay.
I always text my kids and say, Mother's Day is coming up. You better take care of it.
That's cool. I
Yeah.
like that. I like
Yeah.
that. I couldn't bring myself to do that for their mother.
And you can't text a 30-year-old with that.
couldn't do that. Yeah, that wouldn't
Well, I
work
mean,
in my
it's-
house, Rob. You've got
It would be very
a
easy
blissful
because
long-term
some of
marriage.
your kids are right there, aren't they?
Yes,
It would be
I-
easy.
I-
Just yell
I-
upstairs.
I understand that. I know.
What
I know.
stairs?
Look, the bottom line is I do the best I can. All right. The two guys you're looking at, Josh Soroka and Robb Spiewak, now spend more time together than I do with either one of them, except for the show. So that's just the way it's going to be, and I'm fine with that because that helps things move along. But
I do miss the cards,
I feel
Mike.
guilty. I do feel guilty.
I
about
miss
not
the
mentioning it.
20-year plus tradition of you coming in and finding out it was this is when we were in the afternoons. You'd
Yes.
find out it was someone's birthday.
Right.
And you would grab a stack of promotional photos of you and Don and make
I would
cards.
cut them up with scissors and make homemade birthday cards. It was
They
a very
were,
special
Mike,
time.
I still have some of them. They're beautiful.
Maybe I will get together with my wife and see if I can come up with something special. And then it would, if it's funny enough or if it's decent enough, then it won't matter that it's late.
You
right?
should at least text him like his kids did. Here it comes. Mike is getting out his phone. Josh, you want to have your phone ready because something might be coming for you.
Now, I'll tell you, I do pay attention on my birthday to family members and who's the first one to text, who's the last one to text.
Who was the first one to text?
I believe, I think the first one was my dad.
That's good. That's strong. My first is usually my Aunt Lina because she gets up very early.
Lina?
Yeah.
Lina, won't you blow? Lina, won't you blow? Lina, won't you blow? Oh, someone's in the kitchen with Lina. Someone's in the kitchen. I know. I had an aunt, Lila.
And an Aunt Regina.
Regina,
forgive me.
Right.
My brother was last.
All right. What?
His brother was last.
My brother was last.
My mom is usually pretty early. My dad's more of an afternoon guy for my birthday.
And then I monitored the kids to try to figure out who
I sent you a birthday text.
Mike, is this
let
going
me
to
know
replace,
when it comes through?
Is this going to replace the birthday card now? A new tradition? A tradition is born? Unlike any other?
Birthday text.
Well, this does not say happy birthday. This is a text you could send me any day.
Would you like to read it to our listening audience?
Sure.
Yeah, please.
It says, Trump sucks. Not really, but that's what I got to show the audience.
Scaring me. I am reacting. Here you go. I'll just touch on this briefly.
Here go.
Josh.
Yes.
I know that I've tried to make a rule that I'm gonna low key it. But the thing that
and I don't
supersedes me. I know you, and I don't want to get you in more trouble with the listeners. But you kind of are the point man. You're the one I speak to when I talk.
Yep.
I will.
The tattoo.
I react to fear, and I am fearful today. It's just yesterday was a pretty heavy hit. He froze funding.
Oh, right.
And then the roundup with Dr. Phil's going out on a roundup with ICE agents.
I want to see your hands.
And and then right before I came in here, that General Milley that didn't like Trump, they removed his security detail, the people that are protecting him.
To be fair,
no, I don't want to be fair.
Didn't General Milley get caught telling China, "Hey, I'll give you warning if we do anything"?
No, that's not true. But we could make it. We could do a half an hour. We could do a half an hour on that. But it's just, I'm a little fearful.
It's going to be okay today, Mike, because today is the day that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. gets approved, and he's going to fix it all.
No, today is the hearing, right?
Yeah, but they'll push it through. They'll push it through. He'll be approved today, probably by about 10 a.m.
But I enjoy the hearings because it's stupid questions. No matter who asks,
it's brilliant
either
questions.
side.
It's brilliant questions with psychopaths behind the desk. Yeah. That's what it is.
How hard? Excuse me. I should get my gavel out. Mr. Kennedy, how hard was it to put the dead animal on your car?
I hope the whale comes up, or the dog,
or the brain-eating worm.
Right. I hope all that comes up.
Oh my God. Well, look,
we have worms in his head. Worms. He's better.
My
now.
take on this administration is that they are very, very aware of just how little time they really have to affect change. And without necessarily putting all of the details into things, they've gone full speed ahead.
Yes.
So that just freaks me a little bit. But I think we've got protections in our system that protect against anybody being able to, just wholesale change everything.
It's the 3 points of government, Mike, that will save us. But I have a question for you, and I don't know. It's because he's signing so many things. Do all presidents show their signature after they've signed something at their desk?
Yes.
They do?
Usually when you have a signing ceremony, you hold up the
photo op.
It's a photo op. They do that. But no president has that large a signature.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, not since John Hancock
himself. Correct.
And not every president says about every single executive order, it's a big one. This is a big one.
And he does. He does.
Every single one.
So the only time it will bleed into this show, and I commit this to our listeners on the right and the left, it will only bleed into the show when I feel fearful. So I'm hoping that there aren't many days where I come in here being afraid of what's going on right now. I'm a little fearful. I've really tried to look the other way and not dwell on the news.
It's hard to look the other way.
I'm sliding back into it a little bit, and I don't like it. I don't like that at all. I really, really don't. Sometimes when I'm doing work, I just put the news on in the background. I might have to stop doing that. I really might say.
Put on something else in the background instead of news.
And I should. You know, it's a great show to run in the background when you're writing or doing some work. Dateline. You can follow Dateline and the murder and the man murdered the woman.
Doesn't it?
It moves at that pace because they coming up, and then they repeat half the beginning of the show. It's an easy show to stay with.
It's the behind the music template of television.
Precisely.
Come on, tell them what you're going to tell them. Tell them what you told them. Yeah. I watch Bullwinkle when I do work.
Of course you do.
Thank you.
Let me say this, that we have sickness season in Schooltown. My son, I had to pick up yesterday at halftime because he was running a fever and he was under the weather. And then he was going to try to tough it out. He was cute because he said, Dad, I just wanted to tough it out to math class to get that assignment in that I needed to get in. So he's got that work ethic.
When he said that, did he wink?
Right.
So he's home today and
working on the assignment.
He's home today, just chilling. And
what's his temp today?
He's good today, I think.
Good.
I sometimes do the real one, and sometimes I do the back of the hand. And the back of the hand felt pretty good today. That's right. I hit him with the back of my hand when it's time to do that.
And Mike, there's no time for the joke. I'll just do the punchline.
Yes.
The flavor.
The taste.
Yes.
You got it wrong. The taste.
Well, I think the flavor might also work. But
no.
You
Come
don't
on
think?
now. Come on. What's the difference between an oral and rectal thermometer?
The flavor.
The taste.
I think they both
Flavor's not funny. Come on.
Flavor's not funny.
Flavor's not funny, Rob. Don't try to, I know you try on this show to not admit defeat, but
I admit defeat then. I've been downvoted.
The taste.
Because
it's the syllable factor, the flavor.
And T is funny. And F is
by the
not.
way, I got a $30 infrared thing where you hold it 2 inches from the face. Now you don't press it up against them. And I was the old man of old mans last night, pulling that out of the medicine chest and trying to medicine chest.
That's good.
That's old manny too.
Did you call Doc Baker?
Doc Baker down at the mercantile at the what are they called? The apothecary. That's what I got. And the infrared one, the technology is amazing and rapid, but the button pushing, just
tough.
A little clarity, please. Hold the button down. Don't hold the button down. I still don't know what
I can remember as a boy seeing the word infrared in a book and thought it was infrared. Because it's spelled, but I have the same.
I read Old Man in the Sea and thought that Joe DiMaggio was Joe DiMaggio. Swear to God, I did.
They said a teacher once told me that never make fun of someone for mispronouncing a word because that means they read it and they've used it. They just don't know how to say it. So it's fine that you said that. But I have the same technology in my kitchen thermometer. I have an infrared kitchen thermometer. And they're amazing how fast and accurate they are.
You're right about that, ass shoal.
You're right. The buttoning could be easier.
We have to move on. And,
yes, we do.
We've got a lot to cover on today's show. We really don't. We could sit here and just talk because that's what we do. But I've got a few things listed today, like what makes a TV show jive.
Mm-hmm.
We've covered Dr. Phil heading out. I got a snake update, and we can't be grown-ups. Rob has a little bitch
Mike,
about that. But the biggest thing, hold on, I'm teasing here.
All right.
The biggest thing that's on the show today comes to us from Mr. Josh Soroka. Later on in the broadcast, Josh will share with us how to get a free television. I couldn't be more excited. That's one that affects me personally, so that's very
real
cool.
quick, though, and I'm serving as the listener's friend here, before we go to break, what do you suppose it sounds like when Dr. Phil goes on one of those raids?
I hope they kick the door in. I don't care if he's a criminal. He's in here illegally. I love these guys. These guys are dedicated. These are real professionals. They know their work, and they put their bodies on the line every day. What's going on with the world? God almighty.
Philip, we have a promo here, okay, Mr. McGraw?
You'll play the promo, and happy birthday to Josh Soroka. We'll be right back.
This great country was founded on hard work, guts, determination, and laughter. Being able to laugh in the face of upheaval and strife has gotten us through our darkest hours. Now more than ever, in these uncertain times, we need to laugh more than ever at insightful music.
The corn is ripe.
I have no Peter.
Profanity-laden rants.
You and your families too.
And fits of whimsy.
I am of the mountain.
Do your part as a proud American by making sure this and future generations laugh with a bonus show subscription. The last day to subscribe for a yearly plan is this Friday. If you believe in laughing more, if you believe in TMOS, sign up now at MikeOmaraShow.com. Thank you, and God bless America.
Hey, everybody. Is this you? Let me do the impression right now.
Oh, thank you. I love when you do voices.
Okay.
Hi there.
Oh, hi.
Hi there.
Hi.
My name is Charlene.
Hi, Charlene.
And I'd love to drink twice as much coffee as I normally do.
Charlene.
But I'm afraid all that caffeine will give me the jitters.
Oh, do you hate it?
I only wish I could get a good cup of coffee with half the caffeine. I'm perplexed. And my name is Charlene.
Wow.
See, he wants me to go through these hoops, Josh, when I do these commercials.
Really plus 50 points for the
Thanks
effort.
so much.
That was sensational.
Well, your problems are over thanks to Savorista. God, I love saying that name. Savorista Coffee offers premium craft decaf and half-cap blends with bold flavors, ethically sourced beans, and natural decaffeination. Plus, it's small batch roasted for exceptional taste. You will definitely find your perfect blend at Savorista.
The Squire.
.com. This is unlike any decaf you've ever tried. Savorista delivers a flavorful coffee experience without compromise. So whether you're cutting back on caffeine or seeking incredible coffee anytime, Savorista is the perfect choice. Head over to Savorista.com and treat yourself to Savorista. And make sure you use the promo code TMOS. You get 25% off. That's right, 25% off with the code TMOS at Savorista.com. We earn a commission when you use the code, so please do. There you go. Thank you very much. Oh, play the thing. Sorry about that. Got my news. Here it is.
Do you think Charlene will be back on the show ever?
No, because Charlene is essentially Jennifer.
Well, no, but
That's
I'm
what it
sure
was.
they have different character traits.
Oh, absolutely. One of them's a slut.
And we leave it up to you to figure out which one.
Bill Burr still isn't happy that Howie Mandel, this for some reason has been all over the internet.
Did you actually see the clip?
I did.
Okay.
Bill Burr still isn't happy that Howie Mandel blindsided him by bringing his alleged half-brother Billy Corgan out during an interview on Howie's podcast. Do you have the clip? Because this is...
I do not have the clip.
Oh, you don't have the clip?
No,
Maybe we
because
could
it was
play
a
it.
few
at some-
days old,
Doesn't
yeah.
matter. Bill vented about it during an appearance on the Rich Eisen show. By the way, one of my favorites. I love...
He's great.
What Rich Eisen does with his guests. He really gets them to come out of their shell and tell stories, which is great. He said, quote, Howie did what he did because he is a Hollywood whore, and he doesn't care what happens. He could have said something, and he just, brings up all that weirdness. So Billy Corgan comes out, and he's an absolute doppelganger for Bill Burr. It's
They
so
look just
funny.
alike, yeah.
And Bill Burr, without question, one of the funniest men alive today. He added, quote, he's Howie, so he's hard to hate. Know what I mean? How do you hate a germaphobe? He's not threatening. Bill Burr is like so stream of company, so real. He walks with his arms in so he doesn't rub against the curtains that he owns. That's the weirdest thing about him. He's a strange man. So anyway, he brought him out there.
Did you ever see the feature film that Bill Burr made where he's a father that has to deal with all the things
Yeah,
that
and
fathers
it was
have
an
to deal with?
okay movie, but
It
the
was.
Bill Burr scenes where he rants out. My favorite one is when he takes... he goes to the school that his daughter is in.
Oh, for the pickup or drop-off?
And he's late. He's
Yeah.
late for pickup, and I thought that was pretty special. So,
Yeah, I like him a lot.
More content from Bill Burr. Anything he does, I
And a
really
Nepo
like
baby. His father, Raymond, was also in showbiz.
That's right. It's no secret that Joker, Folie à Deux,
Yeah.
didn't do so great at the box office or with fans. Even Lady Gaga, she knows it, but she's not upset. Here's her quote, and I think this is a pretty good quote for people in all lines of work, much less showbiz people. She says people just sometimes don't like some things. It's that simple. And I think to be an artist, you have to be willing for people to sometimes not like it. I think that's true.
She's great.
And you
So
keep
that's
going,
very
even
wise.
if something didn't connect in the way you intended. She won't let the fear of failure keep her from doing her thing. Quote, when that makes its way into your life, that can be hard to get control of. It's part of the mayhem. I'll tell you, that line resonated with me because I think that I have had periods as recent as this past year, where I will kind of obsess.
Yeah.
And it kind of gets in the way from me doing what I do. And that hasn't been very successful for me. As a matter of fact, the opposite would be true. It's really been kind of a drag. So, Lady Gaga, thank you for the wisdom.
I love her, and I will say this. I complain sometimes that we don't have real stars anymore.
Stars.
But I think she's a star. I think she's magnificent. She does everything so well. I'm sorry the movie didn't hit. But
well, first of all, my trajectory with the Joker is I am not a comic book movie guy.
Right.
Far from it. I don't like them. I think they're overdone. I think the Marvel Universe, all that crap, is just inundated with comic book. But
that's got nothing to do with Joker 2.
Yeah, but the thing is, when I saw the original Joker, Josh, I was so pleased with it that,
I thought dark and broken.
Because it was dark and broken, but it was also incredible. Yeah, I thought it was an incredible film. And I'm like, well, this counts as kind of a superhero movie, but it really wasn't. And so the fact that I was able to do that made me really, really look forward to the second one. And I haven't even been able to open up the second one and take a peek because so many people have told me it's not worth it.
And I told you I'm a superhero fan, and
Right.
I shut it off probably a third or halfway through it. I haven't finished it.
What is the number one? So you've watched more of it than I have.
I give
What
it
is
5 stars, Mike.
It's just
5 out of 8.
10, yeah.
It's slow. It moves nowhere. It doesn't. The story's even hard to follow. It doesn't make sense.
What is your favorite superhero movie of them all then?
I like the Captain Americas.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, and I think it's your age. I think that you were raised with it, and you came up with it.
Comic books as a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the if I can, since we're on the subject, I will tell you movies. Clint Eastwood's Juror number 2. Clint Eastwood, you want to talk about a dark, depressing dude.
Yeah.
Is it a bad movie? No, it's not. Most of his movies are not bad.
Does it have anything to do with the bathroom?
There is a scene in the bathroom.
Because of number 2?
Oh. Yeah, that's right. The movie centers around a juror taking a big dump.
See, that is weird.
They actually took the S off it. Jurors number 2. No, it's... I urge you to take a look. I think you both would be entertained by it, and I think it's worth taking a gander at. I think I watched it on Netflix. I don't think I had to pay for it. I'm not sure. I always forget. But the thing about Clint Eastwood is that when you look at, let's give you some, I'll give you some examples.
Okay.
$1 Million Baby.
Okay.
As depressing as it gets. Unforgiven. Crushingly depressive. Gran Torino. Depression.
Oh, so sad.
And Juror number 2, which could have been, I don't know how much fiction and how much based on truth it was, but it had the potential, if you took artistic license, to turn it into something somewhat uplifting.
He declined?
And it's not. It's not. It's very, very, it's about guilt, and it's about doing the right thing, and and then at the end, it just ends. And it ends, and I'm not giving a spoiler alert, I'm just telling you it ends, and I can only think that Clint Eastwood was like, no, we don't need to have a happy ending here.
Oh, no.
No, just end it. Just end it. I don't want to deal with it anymore. It was just Clint Eastwood's
Do you think that
weird.
comes with age? Do you think he's
No, I think he's been doing that for a very, very long time. And when you look at all of his work, Dirty Harry and some of that stuff, it's always been kind of there's been a darkness in Clint Eastwood's movies. Always.
Yep, except for Space Cowboys.
Space Cowboys was good, and then
Or
what's the
Every
one?
Which Way But Loose.
That's right, with the orangutan.
Yeah,
That's
the
what it
orangutan.
is. Yeah. So check it out. Juror number 2, worth a view, in my humble opinion.
Right.
So we'll see. Sigourney Weaver is currently on the London stage. She is playing Prospero in Shakespeare's The Tempest. Great Shakespearean play,
Yes.
if you're into that thing.
I
But
was
during
in it.
Monday's I'm sorry.
I was in that in high school. I played Caliban, the ogre type guy.
You played an ogre?
I did at the Folger Shakespeare Library, Mike. Just making conversation.
I
I'm
think we
surprised
lost
my
Mike.
friends haven't come by. I haven't seen them in a while. Let's open the door so they can come in. Oh no! Oh, that's much worse.
Robb
than
is just
crickets.
officially, temporarily, we'll try to bring it to life, killed the show. In his desire to share his little story about his theater project. That's it. Do you have any lines from since you stopped? I have no idea where I am now. That stopped me because I didn't hear you the first time. Do you have any lines that you can remember? Usually
Yes,
Shakespeare.
I do.
Go ahead.
Let's get out of here.
During Monday's performance, Sigourney was doing her thing when she was interrupted by 2 protesters from an environmental group called Just Stop Oil. Don't you believe, even if you are inclined to agree with being against what fossil fuels do to the environment, don't you think these people do more to hurt their cause than to help their cause? I think the protesters, in
make
many
you angry
cases,
towards them. Yeah,
it's just so it's called Just Stop Oil. They didn't do anything but walk on stage and hold a banner that read, "Over 1.5 degrees Celsius is a global shipwreck." But Sigourney was ushered off stage until the protesters left. They're both in police custody. And I think if you're at a Shakespeare show and that happens, you're like, oh, these people are nuts, and you don't even think about their cause.
Right. Do you think there's one person in there that said, "Oh, that's a good point"?
No, because the way they do
You're
it,
just
it's
annoyed.
terrible. But it makes the people feel better. I think that's ultimately what it's all about. Did you know that Robb was in that play, the Shakespeare play, The Tempest?
Yeah, he played Shrek.
yeah.
There it is. Yes, the ogre. Finally today, someone on social media asked, what's a common thing people say that makes 0 sense? I love these.
Oh, this is brilliant.
This is really, really. Number 1, the first one we have here, I'm sweating like a pig. Pigs don't really sweat.
That's right.
You know that?
They
don't
roll in
sweat
mud
at
to
all.
keep cool. Yeah.
Number 2, I'm healthy as a horse. If you have a horse, you know this doesn't jibe because horses are not necessarily healthy. I slept like a baby. Babies are infamously awful sleepers.
That's
so
true.
It does not make sense. Unthaw or dethaw.
That's
It's
true.
thaw.
Yeah, you got to thaw it.
You thaw something.
Yeah.
It's not on the 6 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, I
DJs
hate that.
have done that. 6 a.m. in the
I hate
morning.
it. Yeah.
Saying someone did a 360 when they change.
That's not
It
right.
would be a 180 if
Yep.
they changed. He did a complete 360. No, that would get him right back to where he was before. That's the way that goes. Number 7, people refer to a lion being the king of the jungle without realizing lions don't live in jungles.
I never really thought about that.
Okay. Irregardless. Not
That's
a word.
bad one. Not a bad.
It's
not a good one.
regardless.
Yeah.
If you say irregardless, you're speaking incorrectly. Here's one that I've probably been guilty of. For all intensive purposes. The
Oh, you hear it
phrase
all the
is
time, yeah.
for all intents and purposes. That's the way it is. Money can't buy happiness. That's just ridiculous. Of course it can. Here's another one. Happy as a clam. What the hell does that mean? Where's that come from? Why is a clam happy? Why would a clam be happy?
Depends on the clam. Am I right?
Number 12, people alternately advise don't sweat the small stuff and it's the little things that count. So there you are. Yeah. Josh, are we putting you to sleep on this one?
No.
I'm just checking. Okay.
No,
yes.
I'm just trying to think of other phrases.
Just jot it down. This is another flip-flop of convenience. The early bird catches the worm.
Gross.
And then there's one that I'm not familiar with. There's this one. Have you ever heard this, Rob? The second mouse gets the cheese?
I have heard it. Yeah.
Really?
Because the first mouse triggers the trap.
And then
Leaving
the
cheese
second
and
mouse.
yeah, exactly.
Well, I get the reference, but it's just I've never heard it.
I've never heard that.
Everything happens for a reason.
Duh.
Unless you consider sometimes the reason is people are stupid and make bad decisions. Thank you. And number 15, this is a tribute to my son, Skibbity.
Yeah, it don't make no sense.
Do you have Josh? You have a kid that says Skibbity, right?
Skibbity, I believe, has gone away. I don't think they say Skibbity anymore.
And I put my own
that's
on
old
here
stuff.
that I share with a lot of people, and usually it's in response to how you doing. Rob, will you give me a how you doing?
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Rob, I'm happier than a 2-dick dog. Thank you.
I'm not sure if we can. I'll let it slide. Yeah.
Of course we can. Come on now.
Mike, also
That must
hot
be some
water
golf
heater.
lingo.
Yeah. What's that?
Hot water heater. It's
Hot
not
water
heating
heater.
hot water.
Right. It's water heater.
It's a water
That's what
heater.
it is.
Yeah.
Come on now. Stop being stupid.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. We'll come back with more fun and more thrills. It's free TV time when we come back on the Mike O'Mara Show.
A little crusty there. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I didn't mean your
problems.
broadcast. I meant Krusty the Clown.
All right, hold
It
on
was
a second.
predicate nominative, not adjective.
I'm trying to get the Liquid IV commercial here, but something...
I wish I had Liquid IV when I was playing Caliban in The Tempest.
Was it Caliban or Taliban?
Taliban was a different thing.
Oh, okay. Taliban was when you dressed up. This is sponsored, our show, by Liquid IV. Whatever you do it on your own terms, ladies and gentlemen. I mean that. I love Liquid IV. You see me with Liquid IV. I've got the lemon lime today. I'm loving every single minute of it. Powered by Live Hydroscience, Liquid IV helps you break the mold. Flavors like their new hydration multiplier, sugar-free raspberry lemonade. It's yummy, yummy, yummy. A bright, zero-sugar flavor combining notes of ripe, freshly picked raspberries and citrusy, zesty lemon. I love saying zesty. It's amazing. You know that I love Liquid IV, and I drink it every single day out of my Pizza Red cup. It's great, Pizza Hut Red cup. You can choose from about 1 million flavors.
True.
Plus 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink, 8 essential vitamins and nutrients, and always non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. Don't think you don't need it. The dry air of winter will rehydrate you before you know it. Liquid IV to the rescue. I spread it on my driveway every winter, and it never ices up because Liquid IV is great. And I live in Florida. Thank you, Liquid IV. Tear Poor, Live More. Liquid IV. Embrace your rituals with extraordinary hydration from Liquid IV. Well, we said that. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use code TMOS at checkout. 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code TMOS at Liquid IV. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Big news when we came in. I'm very, very excited about this on Low Energy Wednesday. I have to say, Josh, you said something about a free television.
Yes.
I'm dying to hear about it.
All right. There is a new TV brand called Telly, T-E-L-L-Y.
Who loves you, baby?
I'm not really a fan of that name. It
No.
just doesn't sound technological to me. You know?
Exactly. So in my previous job, I was in consumer electronics.
Yes.
So I would get a bunch of betas and stuff of different things, and this is one of the companies that told me, we're going to send you a free TV.
Okay.
They told me this. I looked it up. It was 2 years ago.
2 years ago, and the company is called
I
Telly.
completely forgot about it. Last week, I got an email saying your TV will arrive, and then it showed up.
It
And
showed
I
up.
was-
The Telly
it showed
actually
up.
showed up. How many inches is the television?
It is 55 inches.
It's a big TV.
It
Now,
is.
here's the deal with this TV is their angle is that anyone can sign up and get a free TV, and your TV will be paid for by advertisers. So this TV, and I took a picture. So this TV has a 55-inch screen, a sound bar under it, and then under the sound bar is another screen that shows news and some advertisements.
All the time?
When you turn it on, yes. When you're
Okay.
watching it. So here you can see.
Hey,
I
what
had
were you
it on.
watching, Josh?
So you physically, you said,
Yeah.
there she is. There he is.
Yep.
He took that picture. That's
I
easy.
did.
He's smart enough to know that wouldn't be lost on us. That's awesome.
I know.
That
So
looks
you
like a
can
piece
see-
of hardware. So it's actually a separate screen that you have to look at all the time with the ads on
so
it?
you see the screen beneath it is showing the weather, some news, and then that corner on the right-hand side is showing like a Pampers commercial right now.
You
but
know,
no audio on the commercial,
No
right?
audio. And You can see I've got it sitting on a bench right now in front of my normal TV because I'm trying to figure out how much the ads bother me.
All right, I got a bunch of questions about this. So with that, can you bring it up again? I want you to bring the picture up again because I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, okay, that seems to be attached to the whole product, right? It is physically like screwed on, glued on.
Yes.
So we're looking at TV, then sound bar, then ad bar, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it is one piece.
After taking this picture, I was able to turn the brightness of the ad bar down.
Oh, good.
Which then took it and made it kind of fall into the background when I was watching TV.
You know, if you are someone who wants a television, a big screen television, I think you could do worse, right?
No, and the 55-inch TV looks great. The soundbar sounds really good.
That's the thing that impressed me the most because I've got a TV in my bedroom. It's like, I guess, like a 42 maybe that's mounted on the wall. But the sound is horrible. It's horrible.
Right.
And I would love to have a TV
So
with
the
good sound
deal
like
is,
that.
it's got to be, you got to leave it plugged in and connected to the internet. But I found that you can still, when you turn the TV off, you can turn the bottom screen off too.
So if you're not watching the TV, you're not having to watch the ads. I'm sure.
But then you can also turn off the TV and leave the ad bar on, which is kind of cool for the news and weather.
So it does have a value to it where it's constantly aware of the news and weather. And we certainly, from watching live sporting events, have gotten used to crawls and watching CNN or news or anything like that.
It's like how Elvis would watch TV. He had 3 TVs.
He had 3 TVs. But how distracting is it when you've got the hardware there?
Honestly,
it's one thing when it's on the screen at the bottom, but it's,
I did not. I thought the soundbar space beneath it was good to let my eye separate it out, and I did not. So far, I haven't mounted it on the wall yet. I have not found it distracting. If anything, the problem is that 55 inches is kind of a small TV for your family room or anything at this point.
Is there anywhere in your domicile that you could, where you might think about putting it in there?
I'm thinking about the family room.
Right.
I am.
Do you have a monitor in your studio at home that you're talking to us on now?
I have a TV, right over here.
Okay, but like when you're looking, are you looking into a computer or when I do the show? You go ahead.
Into a computer.
You look into a. See, I look into I think a 60. What do they go by? 55, 65. I look into a 65.
Yeah, that's across the room.
Monitor that's across the room, and I find it better because I can put all different stuff up.
Really fine.
Now
it's really
it's a new brand. They're promising more things for this bottom bar, like. Now, if you do you can do Zoom calls. It has a built-in camera.
So you can use it as a smart TV.
And it uses the bottom screen
so
as
they're
like your
spying
camera.
on you, too. That's how they pay for it.
Oh, they're definitely spying on you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Or at least what you watch. Not the camera, but they're spying on what you watch.
How is the
and sending
remote
it to
control?
advertisers.
Is it user-friendly?
It's user-friendly. It's a little bulky, but it's only like 6 buttons.
Where's it come from? Where's Telly come from? Where does it come from? China?
I don't know. I assume so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I put an app on my phone yesterday. I'm so glad I remembered this.
TikTok?
No, this is the latest.
You got Deep Sync or whatever.
I got
it's called?
Deep Sync yesterday.
You got weather.
I had to.
I did, and then I deleted it once I saw everything it sends to China.
Yeah, it does.
What is Deep Sync besides a great place to watch?
Yesterday,
dishes?
it's not Deep Sync. It's Deep Seek. And Rob, yesterday, this is what tanked the stock market because they came out with an app, an AI platform that is so much cheaper than what we have had in this country, and they developed it with so little money compared to what the American AI developers have used.
Do you know why?
Why? Because the cheap labor, I would assume.
Stolen code.
Stolen code. Okay, that's why they did it.
All is fair.
So let's see.
But no,
apps.
I did download it because I pay for ChatGPT because I use it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I deleted it once I saw that, it's going to send absolutely everything on my phone over to China.
Get ready for this. And we're going to go a little long on this segment
because
I completely forgot this was coming. First thing I put in there, Josh, because I am an egomaniac, write a biography about Michael S. O'Mara.
Hey,
and
I've done that as well.
In an instant, it pops this up. I'm reading it verbatim.
Okay.
Michael S. O'Mara is a figure known for his controversial writings and perspectives on race, identity, and nationalism.
How did they know?
Born in the United States, O'Mara has been associated with the far-right intellectual movement, particularly within the context of white nationalism. He holds a PhD in political science, which has informed his analytical approach to political and social issues. O'Mara is best known for his book, Toward the White Republic, in 2010. There's a Michael S. O'Mara out there that's a white nationalist that's floating around. Let's see. In addition to... Yes,
I'm
go
curious, Mike, anything in this rings true, or is it just writing a bio for another person?
Yeah. I think I was supposed to get on his podcast.
I'm not sure. Despite his intellectual approach, O'Mara's ideas have been widely criticized for promoting racial separatism and exclusionary. It goes on and on and on.
If you would have done that on the American ChatGPT, I've got a much nicer bio on you right here.
Do you? Share your bio.
And while he does that, Mike, could you plug my name in to the new app just to see what the lead part of it is?
Yeah, see what China thinks of Rob.
Okay.
But
what do you
Mike
got,
O'Mara is a longtime radio personality, comedian, and podcast host, best known for The Mike O'Mara Show, a daily comedy talk podcast. With a career spanning decades in broadcasting, O'Mara first rose to prominence as part of The Don and Mike Show, a nationally syndicated radio program that entertained audiences from the late 1980s to 2008. Following the show's conclusion, he successfully transitioned into podcasting, launching The Mike O'Mara Show in 2009.
I like the other one better.
You're still spinning, Rob. You're
this
spinning.
One mentions you.
This is interesting.
His show blends humor, personal anecdotes,
anecdotes.
Right? Yes, I'm reading, so it's going to be wrong.
Okay.
Current events and lively discussions with co-hosts Robb Spiewak and Josh Soroka, engaging in a dedicated fan base that has followed him since his radio days.
That's
Beyond
pretty good.
broadcasting, O'Mara has performed stand-up comedy and has a deep passion for golf. He currently resides in Florida, where he continues to entertain audiences worldwide through his podcast.
Are there any mistakes in it? I don't think there are.
No, it sounds pretty accurate. I'm not sure that stand-up
Rob, you're
comedy
still spinning. I swear to God, I'm trying to get
in the
yours
next
on,
break.
but it's
Maybe in the next break.
But the thing is, the thing that amazed me about this app. And by the way, with the whole the speed, and now I don't have it, and so that's why we are going to remove the.
And I just typed in, "What about Rob?"
Mm-hmm. Are you using AI, American AI, or
yes, American AI?
Okay.
Oh, it's giving me a longer thing for Rob than Mike. Robb Spiewak is a longtime radio personality, producer, and co-host of the Mike O'Mara Show, known for his sharp wit, encyclopedia knowledge of classic radio.
Encyclopedic.
Remember,
I'm just
if you read in, you can't correct the person because they haven't heard the word.
That's right, Mike. You shouldn't shame him.
And
okay, I'm done. I'm done. We're going to take a break now. Thank you. We know it. That's interesting. So you think deleting is the right thing to do,
I'd
right?
like to read that.
I would delete it.
Very good. It's gone. It's gone right now, and we will take a break and come back with more fun and more thrills. Rob is going to tell us why we can't be grown-ups on the show.
We can't have nice things.
I know it. It's frustrating. You're listening to the Mike. Yes,
but
go
anyone
ahead.
can sign up for that TV if they go to telly.com.
Okay.
Sign up and get on the wait list.
Are they paying you to say that?
No, it's a free TV.
Okay, very good. We'll be right back, everybody. You shop. I already did that. Damn it! What is wrong with my stuff today? Help me, AI.
Orgain is what we want to talk about.
Listen up. One of the biggest challenges to eating better is that so many better-for-you products taste crappy. Well, there's a brand new product that has cracked the code on providing real nutrition that also tastes incredible. I love Orgain. Orgain's 30-gram protein shakes are an excellent source of complete protein with all 9 essential amino acids. And whether it's chocolate or vanilla, the taste is the best. It gives me energy, provides muscle support and recovery, helps manage hunger, and promotes healthy weight management. Orgain is convenient, real nutrition with only 1 gram of sugar per serving and no soy ingredients or artificial flavors or sweeteners. 30 grams of protein and it tastes amazing. Just call me the nutrition gorilla of the Orgain vanilla.
You like that one better than the Phyllis Diller? New character.
Orgain 30-gram protein shakes are available at Costco and Orgain.com. If you want to get in on the delicious protein-packed nutrition today, head to Orgain.com/TMOS. Once you're there, look around and get some Orgain in your cart. Then head to checkout, and when you're prompted, use the promo code TMOS30. It's a different one, TMOS30, for 30% off your order. That's ORGAIN.com/TMOS. And remember, the promo code is TMOS30 during checkout, so they know that we sent you. Well, Rob, you could make that statement you made at the beginning of the show where we can't have nice things or we can't be grown-ups for a variety of subjects. I think it happened. I probably first became aware of the fact that we can't be grown-ups when I was watching people paint their bodies in sporting events. That's really when I noticed it.
Well, Mike, this is not quite so crass, I don't think, but there has been a lot of talk in the Virginia legislature about approving a casino in Tyson's Corner. Now, for people who are not aware about the D.C. area, Tyson's Corner in the past, I would say 50 years, has become its own megalopolis. When you drive through Tyson's, it used to be essentially a shopping center. It was an intersection of two roads. But there's a mall, then there's another mall, and there's hotels. And at night, it looks like Gotham City. It's horrifying. They have elevated the subway, so it goes through. It just looks horrible. But they want to build a casino there, but you know what's stopping them? And I think this is fascinating. They're talking about it at the Virginia legislature today, but more than 100 former spies and intelligence officers say foreign adversaries could take advantage of a new casino in Tyson's Corner because of its proximity to Langley.
How do they say that would happen?
You meet up there, and you just play. I've heard that if you go over to what's the one on the other side, over by the on the other side of DC on the Beltway?
Live.
Live is
Hollywood Casino. The Hollywood Casino.
No, that one's up in
There's Charlestown.
No, what's the one that's by the bridge?
Oh, the one in Fort Washington.
MGM or something?
Yeah, it's
MGM,
the MGM
Grand.
Isn't it?
Yeah, the MGM Grand down there.
I've heard that if you go there and you go into the higher paid poker rooms, lots of internal political talk.
Really?
Lots of stuff that shouldn't be talked about, and lots of espionage type conversations go on.
Like when you say espionage, are you saying that, and you say things that shouldn't be talked about, are you talking about the fact that people would overhear conversations?
Yeah, people would
and
overhear.
That would compromise security? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. I've been told that people overhear conversations in there where they're like, I probably shouldn't have heard that.
Wow.
I had no idea.
That are because some of the people higher up in government and in like the CIA and FBI and stuff go there to blow off steam, or
and they're,
to
they're lobbyists or something like that, right?
And easily pass money along, because you can go to the poker room and you can throw down $500
and tank a hand to make sure,
hand so that the guy you're playing with gets the money.
But the stupidity of this is that just because it's 20 minutes from Langley, there are casinos that are an hour from Langley. And if you're going to be doing international espionage, that 40 minutes isn't going to bother you.
No.
What is the number of former intelligence officers that weighed in on this?
So far, Mike, more than 100. Now, have you ever heard of an organization called the National Security Leaders for Fairfax?
No. Now, Rob is talking about an area, full disclosure here, that is the Virginia side of Washington, D.C., is home to a place called Langley, and that's the headquarters for the CIA. Right. So, but the intelligence community, National Security Administration, NSA, Homeland Security now that we have, all of these are populated by people in the D.C. area suburbs, and it's big business there. So they are all there. But there have been casinos around there. Maryland Live is there. Yes. The MGM Grand is there. I think
Josh. The key is that this is all retired spies. So they're all like 70, 80 years old. This is how they had to do it back in the day, before technology. They had to go to a place like this and meet people.
Before Josh, I like your theory about the poker room, but Ann Gruner, who was a 25-year CIA operative and is the chairman of the National Security Leaders of Fairfax. She says that she worries that easy access to a nearby casino could lead federal workers and contractors to develop an issue with gambling, which could be exploited by foreign adversaries.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it. Now that
there's also secrets they could blackmail them, Mike, about security issues, problems with drinking, and sexual identity.
Okay, I watched. Okay, lady, former spy,
The Americans.
yeah, I watched Ocean's 11 too. Okay,
yes,
lady,
exactly.
I understand how that you can compromise anybody. And by the way, it doesn't matter whether it is in Tyson's Corner or Atlantic City or Las Vegas.
Right.
If somebody's got a gambling problem, you can explain. But so they're thinking that the federal workers, because of the proximity, would roll in, develop a horrible gambling habit, and then be easily compromised.
What
that
happens, Mike, is you hop out,
stupid.
you hop in your car at Langley, you take the GW Parkway to the casino, you meet your gay lover, and then you head home to Reston. It's easy.
And then you get that call. Yeah, we have pictures.
Are these the same spies that said the Hunter Biden thing was fake?
It doesn't mention it in the article, but I would love.
What does Trump think of these 100 spies? Did he remove their?
God. Yeah, because Trump has never been associated with casinos.
Right.
I would love a proper casino in Tyson's with table games and everything. That would be awesome.
That would be awesome. That would be very, very
Blackmail
awesome.
me all you want. I got no secrets.
Do you think so? The gist of what they're saying, take all the 100 former intelligence officers out of it. Do you think it's going to pass? Do you think they're going to put one in?
It'll never pass.
Really?
I don't think so. I think the real estate in Tyson's now is so messed up, they won't have enough room to build a casino with parking. I don't think they could do it. That's the problem when you go to, they've got a new beautiful concert hall. I think it's the Capital One Concert Hall at Tyson's.
Yeah.
And it's impossible to get in and out of.
Can I send a gambling message out to a friend of mine that I've never met? Bretsky, Mike O'Mara here. Carla doesn't like, since we're on a gambling freeze in the O'Mara household, I live vicariously through you, and I have to sneak around doing it because Carla gets mad when I even look at slot machines or gambling online right now. Bretsky, your roulette strategy, dude.
What is his strategy?
He bets the numbers they're his numbers. I can't tell you what they are. Sorry, I do subscribe, Bretsky, but I don't know your numbers by heart. He bets the numbers, and he's been ice cold lately. The numbers haven't really worked out for him. So, Bretsky, you might want to reevaluate those numbers.
Does
might be a good
Bretsky
idea.
really try to win?
You know what? Bretsky does not get fazed by losing. So I think, his reaction when he does win, Josh, would indicate that he very much would like to win.
Okay.
And I would love to speak to Bretsky on the Mike O'Mara show and talk about all things. He strikes me as, first of all, I don't know where the seed money comes from, and it could be something nefarious.
It comes from the International Spies of Fairfax.
There it is. So, well, good luck with your casino. I hope you get it, and let's see if we can talk to old Bretsky on the show.
We might not need it because Carrie started her own Prize Picks account this weekend and is up $350. So
God bless her.
I said, cash out, please.
Go for it.
Please cash out.
Fantastic.
Put it all on the Chiefs for the Super Bowl.
There you go, Chiefs full.
Stop it.
We'll be right back, everybody. Hey, guess what?
Hey, what?
The time is now. It's time to get the official TMOS Loud Cup. It's the loudest vessel in town. I love being punctuated by the Loud Cup. It's a 20-ounce insulated cup. It comes in 3 colors. And the best part, it's proudly emblazoned with the TMOS logo. And it's only $29.95, Rob. No, I wanted the loud one, the one where you go to the high note. It's only $29.95. It's available for order right now at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Just click store. So easy and fun to use. Fill the Loud Cup with your favorite drink, anything you like. Then turn the cup around and activate the horn by blowing into it. You control the volume. The harder you blow, the louder the horn will be. So blow hard, real hard. As hard as you can! Most folks will think you're just taking a sip when you're actually blowing the horn. Each Loud Cup features a double wall insulated design and fits in a standard cup holder. Plus, the snap fit lid keeps your drink safe. I fill mine with Yoo-Hoo when we do our live shows, and I've never felt better. Me-he for Yoo-Hoo. And Fudgicles, too. It's the TMOS Loud Cup. Buy it now at the store at MikeO'MaraShow.com and be like us. Get loud. All right, play the thing with the thing.
I like
that.
It's beautiful. Some beautiful video.
Cherry time.
Oh, more music, more fun.
More music, more fun. WNBA.
Let us start. Oh, excellent.
The Mike O'Mara Show. TMOS.
Let us start with Will Ferrell. He's not funny. We've established this, right?
I know you're not a fan. I also share your lack of enthusiasm for Will Ferrell. Absolutely.
And the problem here is he's actually presented with something good that he could do something with, and he doesn't. So this is a miscue on him, a miscue not so much on the Today Show because they set him up, and he does nothing with this surprise. This is textbook not funny.
In the video of the animatronic, the Buddy the Elf that's been going around like scaring people.
Yeah, that was really disturbing. Yeah.
Yeah,
look at that. Yeah.
Were you behind that at all?
No. That's just consumerism running amok.
Well, we thought.
Oh my God.
We thought that perhaps you might want to meet.
It's Buddy the Elf, the axe murderer.
That's.
Why don't you just say it? I'm the worst toy maker in the world. I'm a cotton-headed ninny muggins.
Not funny.
Well, early, like not bringing his A game. Not
that's
really.
Mike. I'm
giving
afraid
a rat's
that is.
ass.
I'm afraid that is his A game.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's just such a bad segment.
The
How's
right-
Craig Melvin doing on the Today Show, though? How is
I don't
how
look
is
at the
Melvin
Today Show.
doing?
I still look at
okay.
Channel 5, so
All right.
I don't know. I imagine
don't
well if
look
he's
at
doing. Yeah.
I don't look at it. You
But I
old
mean,
man.
if he had any comedy prowess at all, the first thing you do is you stand up and go
Right.
over to the dummy
Right.
and make a comparison.
Sure.
But he just sits there and says it's an axe murderer. Will Ferrell, -6. No good. No
is
good.
this because there's another Buddy movie coming out, or we
He
got
has
another
been
Elf
doing
9
a lot
or
of,
something
he's
like
doing
that?
a lot of stuff with Buddy. So I don't know.
He's got a new movie that comes out tomorrow. I think it's on Amazon Prime or Netflix. It's a streaming one where with Reese Witherspoon.
I would, you know what I would like to see, and I
What?
think it would be wonderful. I would like to see a pivot with. I know Will Ferrell's made a couple of dramas, right?
Yeah,
He's
uh-huh.
made a couple. I would love to see him play an evil character, a really evil character. I
Like
don't know
the
if
evil
he's ever done
character
that.
in Austin Powers that he
I would
plays?
like to see the pivot that. Hugh Grant made the pivot from romantic lead to evil guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And I would like to see Will Ferrell make the pivot from.
But you're saying not a comedic bad guy.
No.
But a creepy.
and not like a love interest or a Tom Hanks kind of role. I would like to see a truly evil psycho role played by. I think I would watch that.
Could you
I would
write
look
him
forward
into
to it.
The Substance?
Yes, absolutely. Where like a hand comes out of his back. Very exciting.
I'd love it. Mike, listen very carefully to this because Jerry Jones was commenting on the reaction of fans
Yeah.
when he goes around the country. Jerry.
Very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes. Very low percentage.
Very low, Mike.
Glory holes. Thank you, Jerry. Dan Patrick was raving out on the Jerry Jones press conference with the Schottenheimer kid, who he named without any head coaching experience as head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. And apparently Jerry made it all about him because Schottenheimer was talking about his dad passing away. It was very emotional. And then Jerry kind of made it about his dad. Well, Jerry's 1,000 years old, so he's ready for Casket Acres too.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know what?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to do it.
Do you want to save it or do you want to do it
Yeah, I'll
now?
save it for tomorrow.
Okay,
I'll
I'll
save it
remind
for
you.
tomorrow.
I'll remind you.
Fantastic, right.
But Jerry Jones, great in Landman, but I think his best line read ever is, well then, hey.
Well then, hey. Hey, can you say hey to the Mike O'Mara show? Well then, can you say hey to the Don and Mike show? Well then, hey.
Exactly. Hi, Mr. Jones. I'm a fan.
Right.
Mike, Pittsburgh, Dateline Pittsburgh. You think you're safe when you sit on the toilet, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
That's why I stay
City
so
says
long.
A plumbing fixture failed
This guy
and caused part of the toilet to just shatter. The employee suffered a minor injury, but it happened in that same building, as you said, where we first told you about broken elevators, water leaks, and toilets that don't work. This is what's left after the tank on the toilet shattered, leaving behind sharp, jagged edges of porcelain. It happened Monday morning at the City County building on the 5th floor.
Mike, I could rewind it a little bit. I just want to point out that sometimes I guess you don't flush a broken toilet.
The thing about it is, how about the reporter, making it as evil as sharp, jagged edges of porcelain?
Well, I'm pleased to report the employee lived.
Oh, that is so nasty.
But he did get cut. He got ass cuts.
Really?
Yes, he did.
Okay, so they were sharp, jagged edges of
Did it
porcelain.
blow the latch off that door as well?
Yeah.
If you look at that picture, the latch is hanging on there.
I think that was actually from previous users of the toilet.
Yeah, before you repair the toilet, why don't you grab a mop? Please.
Eric Bickle could not be reached for comment.
He blew it up. That was one of my favorite news stories we ever had when the guy went into it. They evacuated a Home Depot, and the other patrons in the bathroom heard the guy say, "I'm going to blow that thing up." That was so funny. I love that.
Nobody was injured.
Right, nobody was
And
hurt.
let's close with this, Mike. I know you like to play by the rule book. You always have.
That's me.
And when were you clowning? Was that the late 70s when you were clowning?
Yeah, actually, right between high school and college, I spent 2 years traveling and clowning at various
before the white supremacy.
Before I became a nationalist. Yes,
Yeah.
Josh, that's true. And I would hop around at various community parades.
You toss out candy.
Yes, yeah, lace candy.
Mike, always obey the rules of clowning.
There are some rules you need to remember as a clown. No smoking, drinking, cursing, chewing gum, and never appear in public in partial clown. You need to design your own face, looking at several different faces. Maybe take one thing from each face and then make a combination of it to create your own face.
Thank you.
You want them to say, "Wow, look at that clown."
Wow.
Wow.
Look at that clown.
Look at that clown. Yeah, well, that's why I got fired, because I did go to community parades and say, hey, who wants some chocolate? Who wants some effing chocolate? And then I'd throw out X-Lax.
Yeah.
And
also you were dressed in
What's that,
partial
Josh?
clown.
No, Rob took the same thing. Partial clown.
Partial
clown.
Yeah,
All right. Folks, I promise we'll get our timing right. We've only been doing this a short period of time. We will be back tomorrow with a brand new episode of the Mike O'Mara Show. Get your loud cup, get your mugs, subscribe to the bonus show content. And the new promotion we have. We need you. Hold it. Stop.
Yeah,
everything.
stop the music.
Roll it one more time, please. Thank you. To all the dear listeners and viewers worldwide,
we know that you've always been by our side.
but now there is something that's just really fine.
A contest for you to be our Valentine.
So tell us how much you love the big show.
And send it along in a nice video.
We'll collect them and play them on TMOS.
All entries can win in our little love fest.
February 13th is the day you can win.
When we build a big wheel and we give it a spin.
The big winner collects a nice show prize pack.
And a brand new I Love TMOS hat.
So start your recording and send it right in.
Who knows? It might just be you that will win.
Tell us how much you love TMOS.
And share it online with all of the rest.
All entries are welcome, whether funny or sappy.
And remember our number one rule, don't get happy. Very good. And Josh, they can start doing that today, correct?
Yeah, immediately.
And also we left out something, Mike, is that you need to put a hashtag on it, which is hashtag TMOS Love. That way we know we can find them.
So the hashtag is TMOS Love.
Yep.
Get it out there. We'll collect
Tag
your
us.
names when you're doing it. What's that?
Yeah, tag us on there.
Okay, very good.
Bonus points if you use the loud cup.
Okay, good. All right, so, fantastic. And then we're going to put them all on a big wheel, and then the day before Valentine's Day, we spin the wheel, and you get the prizes. It's that simple, so get cracking on that. Hashtag TMOS. Send us any video. Doesn't matter how long you want to make it. Don't make it like 7 minutes, though, okay? I mean, really. Don't make it, well, I mean, should I say that? Right?
And
I don't want
20, we get to take a day off.
Okay. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new episode. For Josh and Rob, Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
Bye-bye. I played Caliban.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
And what excitement we have today.
It is all fun and games until someone gets herpes.